So I got a review to do too on The Lost City. This movie just came out actually. This stars Sandra Bullock, Channing Tatum, and Daniel Radcliffe. It is about
Oh, I heard about that one.
yes, it's about a romance
Was it?
novelist played by Sandra
Was
Bullock
it
who basically
sexy?
hold on, let me get to that, Dave. It was about a romance novelist who basically, as she writes these novels, she has a model who's Channing Tatum, and he basically poses for her covers. And he's basically the main star of these novels, these sexy novels, and his name is Dash. Well, basically during a tour, she kind of ends up exposing him for just being just a regular dude. Like he has these long, luscious locks, and he's trying to show everybody how awesome they are. And basically, she ends up pulling his wig off. And the movie, this is a movie I have to say right off the bat was funny, but made no lick of sense plot line wise. Because right in the middle of the movie, and here's where it's a huge stretch, you get this novelist who is kidnapped by a guy who's seeking a treasure, and he needs her to translate the basically cryptic native language, just like Indiana Jones status, to be able to get this artifact. And it's a huge caper of
What
dick
the hell?
jokes, um, sexual tension gone awry. And
How the
actually,
fuck do I see?
I haven't seen Sandra Bullock do a role like this before, and I
How
actually
the
have
fuck
to
did I
say
do that?
this is my favorite Channing Tatum role I've ever seen.
What? Really?
Yes, because you know me,
Oh,
Steve. I'm
okay.
I'm not a big Channing Tatum guy. Uh,
Right,
but
right.
the reason I'm having so hard describing this plot, my audience, is because it really goes everywhere. And I won't lie, it is like a film that, as it goes on, you kind of start going, okay, I'm just starting to laugh for the comedy, and I'm not really starting to care about the plot anymore because the plot is
Right.
just so over the top and ridiculous. But overall, like for example, Steve, there's some great jokes. Like she has a book called The Lost City of D, and she actually sits there and
Okay.
they're on stage, and she's a romance novelist, and everyone's like, what does D stand for? And she's like, oh well, it stands for, he's the guy's like, I thought it stood for dick. He's like, the lost city of dick. And she's like, no,
Okay.
it doesn't stand for dick, it stands for like just some long native word that couldn't be pronounced in English, so she just put D. So she tries to take herself more of a serious writer, but basically she's getting lost in her own books because people don't really give a shit about the context as more as they care about the nakedness, put it that way. So they care more
So,
about
Okay.
reading about Channing
Right.
Tatum's ass rather than Channing Tatum doing things himself. But she also had Brad Pitt in here that played a fucking bounty hunter, and he was
Oh,
fucking
interesting.
hilarious. It's also one of
Brad
those
Pitt
scenes too where
owes me one superhero movie before he dies.
right, he
He
does
owes me one
actually.
superhero movie.
Um, but this film, honestly, I have to say, it was a fun kind of almost Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark, a Tomb Raider. It's a parody of those films. All those like
Uncharted.
action adventure, yes, all those action adventures of searching for lost artifacts. That's this film for you. Although it was fun, I actually wouldn't give the film too high of a rating because the plot was literally everywhere. And this was actually, I believe, Sandra Bullock's movie that she was actually developing and help writing too. And I actually give this one, I have
Mm.
to give it a 6.5. I'll give it a 6.5. I thought it was funny, but overall though, I got pretty tired of it right in the middle. I was like, this needs to wrap up
Right.
soon because I don't even care about it anymore.